Hey guys, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel. Just want to take time out during the holiday season to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And guys, I just hope you sit down and take time to watch this video. It's got some pictures from the early parts of the 35 Chevy and see kind of what we started with, and then see the progression of putting a chassis together, kind of sandblasting, cleaning up the body, doing the body work, and priming the outside. The thing was in really nice shape on the outside. It's just there wasn't a lot of car there, so we had to build everything. And we're not made out of money, so we built it and didn't buy every single piece. We did a lot of fabrication and a lot of the cheapest way to do something and still be one of the cool kids. So we got all that done. The car is now, it's very close to driving down the road. I just wanted to take and put together a video because there are 2 years worth of YouTube videos on this car, and some of them have a decent number of views, some of them have very few views, and I just want to get it out there so the whole build is in like that 30-minute or under type of format. I have lost a lot of footage. I've crashed 2 computers and all kinds of stuff, so I'm just using what I've got. I hope that you guys thoroughly enjoy this. Ouch! Oh. Guys, I got frustrated building these pieces, like for the inside of the door, like our window track stuff. So with my primer though, apparently, yeah, that's never good. Off there, we're set down fairly low in the chassis. We're going to use some of this good stuff. Paint directly over rust. Guys, the nasty stuff will be gone. KLC, this is actually a primer gun. It is the next day, and as you can see, the inside of this old car body is all done up with I apply it liberally. Rust. So basically filler, and I've got to do this all the way around the whole roof. And what I'll do is I'll break it into sections. Our welded up running board, everything's kind of clean right now. I flip it up to show you this 1x1 square tubing brace that I put under it. This grinder grinding a couple of other smaller ones just to get those good. Got like a little chicken filler here thrown in. That final prime. All right, so here we go. I left you guys out of all of the boring sanding. Both the running boards now are looking really nice. Louvers, you can see we got some filler showing, and we're still priming, blocking, getting them. They're looking really good. Had a little spot there where maybe a air hose. Junior wearing shorts and it's like 20 degrees outside. Yeah, I don't understand him. Maybe he's trying out to be an Eskimo. After everything is dried up good, and you can see got some nice shine to these parts. The sparkly stuff, man, quite a picture there. So a lot of different ways we could go about making these templates, and I'm going to show you a couple of them that I used on this car. So got one method here. All these cars have garnish moldings that go around the glass on the inside. You can actually use that as a stencil. This is the windshield out of our 35 Chevy, and you can see it got into a gunfight here. Push out here. Put that cardboard in. Come on, Sam. Come on. Put up. Yep. Come on. Come on, dog. Do most any. The example I want to give you. Okay, guys, let's see if it'll, if I can do this. Yeah. It'll stay sitting in there for a second. It's going to fall down. Where it would lay that tape out on that paper and not mess up on you. I'm going to try to kind of keep it in the same spot in the jam where I'm sticking the rest. Camera. Up in here, we got that foam tape. Once the door hits it, it'll seal off against it. Kind of. This is the hog barn. Here we are, we've made it to the day. It's the most exciting part. Everybody says it's the fun part. It is kind of fun, but like the rest of doing paint and body work, it is work. So it's slow, we're not in a hurry. Remember, this is supposed to be the fun part, so let's slow down and enjoy what we're doing here, because this thing has been a lot of work to get it to this point. All right, so we always end up with a few dirt nibs and stuff, especially, I mean, We're painting with the door open. There's our red we're gonna spray because we're going patriotic, right? Red, white, and blue on this puppy. We got our red sprayed. We got our fine line. All right, guys, so it's obvious we got it masked off now. I got the blue on the roof and everything, all taped. So let's get to paint. All right, man, she's looking pretty nice. Kind of hard to tell, but there's like a bug there, a bug there, a bug there, a little bug there. All of them right there. White is a pain, and if it gets bugs in it, they're gonna leave marks when we take them out. So, I don't know. Oh yeah. So I had this taped. Maybe I showed it. I taped off my stripe, but then I taped up this jam, and that overspray from your paint, it will blow in there and go up, and it's just crazy how far it'll go. A little bit there, and I mean, I say overspray, it's really just dust. It wipes right off. Yeah, we're gonna spray this thing down with a few coats of some good urethane clear. And pretty expensive gun, I mean, but it's one that I really like. It's a Seda 4000. That and get her sprayed. There we go, man. Check this thing out. It is a day later, so we can take and we can kick this back door open. And you can see it kind of come alive. That cat has crawled up underneath this car, and she's in the plastic, and she knows there's a mouse in there. See, no cats were harmed. She got jumped right on out of there. I've got some old school 3M Hook-It sandpaper. Throw some 1200 grit wet or dry. Do this with 1200, then we're going to have to go to 1500, 2000, all by hand. And worked like 7 hours after I got off work out here sanding. We used 1500 wet because I wasn't happy with the dry sanding. Then we went back with 3000 on half of this roof. Now look at this. This is 3000 grit on this side, 1500 grit here. You can follow that light bulb through there and you can see the change. All right, just one more quarter of it, the roof. All right, here it is, just for wooden metal garage. 8000 grit sandpaper going on the 35 roof. This is all sanded with 8000 grit, Woody. So 8000 grit, and then this is where it's compounded at, and it's pretty crazy how smooth that stuff gets it. This thing is turning out amazing. All right. I don't know how well that shows up in the camera, but I was just kind of trying to prove the point that, hey, I believe we got it shiny. Talking about using those small tools to get into all of these little body lines, beads, the beauty part of the car. It's what makes these old cars look cool. It also is what makes these old cars a real pain in the butt to cut and buff or prime and block. Consider getting you one of these that work in this orbital fashion, so we can start it and make some noise, make some of the music of our people. Yeah. So you like what I'm putting out on YouTube? Give it a thumbs up. Leave me a comment. So I've been messing around with this wood flooring again in here, and I think it's going to work out okay now because of that little piece of that interior panel sticking out. But we've got these kind of screwed in, and I don't know what we're going to do with the headliner. Yeah, a lot of work going on here. Just there's a lot of imagineering going on, trying to figure out what we need to do and how to do it. It's not my forte, but I'm having a little bit of fun doing it. I do not have that wire bolted down underneath that. Underneath these shot bags, and it's got construction adhesive on it. I'm gluing it up to the bottom of this. There's another board across the middle and one across the front. We're still not done, and hey, the sun's not down yet, so there's still time to work. Here we are. Bob Joe forgot to push the record button on the old camera system and completely missed the awkwardness of setting these fenders on the body and then fitting the grill shell into those fenders. It just it was exciting, let me tell you, to try. We got our high beam indicator, turn indicators mounted in here. I've got to run wiring for them. And then, yeah, this piece will be finito. Get this stuff up here in these wheel wells so that when we're doing the big smoky burnouts with the 14.5 to 1 full roller big block Chevy, we don't hear it. Pulled the protective cap off the bottom of that, and I go back to the parts store and see if they have a 1 3/4 hose in stock that has a sharp 90 in it, not having to step down from 1.5 to or step up from 1.5 to 1 3/4. That kind of helps. So you can see down in there, it's fits pretty good. Not a very long radiator hose, right? Next move, got to get some heater hose, get this wrapped and tight in the water pump. We're just gonna loop it around there. He doesn't like to be on camera very often. You can tell he's got his bandit mask on, so he's kind of kind of shy about the old camera. Hello. Here we are inside. I've got the itchy stuff all cut out, layered down, kind of smooth out a few of these little pieces that are sticking up, but can't do very much. It's pretty much done doing its fiberglass thing. That was all the resin I had, so once you pull the trigger, don't let up. Yeah, if you don't like diamond tuck, well, this may not be your gig. In there, got to do the same thing up around the front doors, and then the very front up there, about that tall, we got to build some kind of board or something, put in there, pay homage to the old wooden car.